There is a depression in it, so it's been used, but since the depression's still there, you're assuming something's been in it fairly recently, but it's not like warm to the touch or anything.
Oh, there's a lich over here somewhere.
Oh, yeah. You said there's a chest in there?
Yeah, so there's a chest next to the bed, then there's shelves as well. And then there's the altar.
I'm gonna look in the chest since I'm there.
Okay. Give me an investigation roll.
12.
Alright, you pull open the chest and you look through, and there are decayed robes. They look like this. I mean, it creaks when you open it. The wood just is brittle. Looks like this hasn't been used. But all the clothing inside is basically like deteriorating, and looks like if you start messing with it, it's gonna just fall apart.
I'll check out the shelves, I guess.
Okay.
I guess I'll go over to the altar.
This.
Yeah. Renless body's just gonna move to the center.
Carefully.
You check out that shelf, and curiously, it's practically empty. It looks like there's just dust covering it. There are spots where it looks like there were books at one time, because it looks like there's a faint outline where there's less dust, but there's still dust. So they've been moved quite a while ago, but there are remnants of what look to have books. There's some scraps as well, and there are also like broken bits of glass along the shelves.
Weird.
This one still has a few tomes in it.
I'll check that one out.
Okay. And then there's also some like sarcophagi coverings next to that. Looks like they are just the covers. There's no nothing on the bottom. It looks like maybe they weren't completely finished.
I see. Okay.
And the tomes are again written in that weird unintelligible language. They're thick, and it looks like just if you pick one up, it looks like it won't fall apart, but it's not in good condition, and it won't last through a lot of messing with it.
Oh, beans.
Okay.
Like it'll have to be very carefully taken care of to not just start deteriorating.
Joe in Renless body's just gonna stand in the middle and keep an eye on everything. Looking for things suspicious. He's not like investigating, he's just keeping an eye on everything. It weirds him out. I don't like it.
He's managing. I'm gonna take Kabar's body over to the altar.
Okay.
To see what I can see.
There's a small inscription written in basically tongues to where you can read it in the center of the altar.
Okay.
It says, "Rest the hands of the confused and afflicted upon this altar to repair the faculties misplaced by ignorance."
Put my hands there immediately.
Okay. Nothing happens.
I run over there into it saying,
I'm still standing in the middle looking
Joe!
around. What?
Joe,
over here.
for the love of God,
Put your hands here.
Okay.
don't ask.
Just do it. Put your hands on the finger paintings.
I put my hands
So
on
yeah,
it.
there's like basically hand outlines all along the altar.
I put my hands on it.
Okay.
Without question.
You all put
I
your
trust my
hands
friends.
down, and the racking pain from when you originally switched minds revisits your body, and once the pain recedes, you're back to normal.
Yes! Oh, thank God. Oh,
Ow! Ah!
oh, how do you do this?
What have you done to my body?
Jesus. Thank you, Turson.
What happened to all my sorcerer points?
I have some stuff.
With a heavy groan, a hidden door
That's
directly
about right.
opposite you opens gradually, and a palpable aura of fear slams into you suddenly,
Ugh.
constricting your chest and weighing on you like bricks. An involuntary chill runs down your body, your
Not
fingers
mine.
grow cold, and your throat
Not mine.
tightens.
I
It
chill.
still hits you for a moment.
Oh!
Who's that? Is that a lady?
It healed our hit points, right?
A dread feeling of evil fills your soul as a petrified black corpse covered in yellowed wrappings slides open the
Oh,
door.
God damn it.
Limitless black eye pits stare at you as the creature assumes an offensive stance. A symbol of Terracin has been grafted into the creature's chest, and an ornate, vile headdress of contorted, gemmed skulls adorns its head. In a hushed voice, the mummy speaks in an elegant-sounding language, which is very off-putting considering its appearance. The words jumble in your head for a moment before you realize you understand them completely.
Normal for you, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Mortal
helmet's working.
fools! You have violated the sanctity of the Dark Lord's first temple. Despair to your heart's content before you fall by the hand of his priest, Hatu Bienra. Perpetual curses protect the birthplace of the jewel of perpetual darkness. Now die so that you may live again in perpetual servitude.
Can you talk our way out of this?
Over my dead body.
As intended.
We were invited here.
I'm going
To
to.
die.
No.
I'm going to activate my hypnotic gloves on final boss
He's so
lady.
fast. He's
It's
like
not
5
a
different things he has to look up.
Mummy.
Okay.
I know what.
crazy.
It's not really surprise, so initiative.
Okay. Natural 20.
Nice.
Of course, so 23.
Ooh, nice.
That's a natural 1. Well, 2. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
5.
you didn't use the save ability, right?
The what?
My cloak's save ability?
No.
Or advantage on save? Okay. That's good. That's good.
Not too advanced.
Any chance you're tracking arrows?
Huh?
It really doesn't matter. I
No.
recover 75% of
I
them.
used like 5 of them. I think.
We'll say 6. Generally, it's an even number. 2 around.
Gotcha.
Once I get down to 0, I'm just going to add 75% of 60.
That makes sense.
And then I go back down and then 75% of whatever that is once it goes back up. They're really good arrows.
Sounds like it.
They're pretty high quality. I don't know if you know anything about arrows.
I used to.
We'll talk about it after the fight. Yes, not
Alright, so initiative order is Renlith, Mummy, Ranger, Joe, Kabar. So Renlith, you are up first.
Alright,
Oh, I feel so strong.
I am activating a charge of Raywanda.
Okay.
Good call.
I went from 8 to 12.
HP?
So I'm gonna roll the attack for each of them since I just have one target.
He's very weak.
Okay, so that is a 24, 23, and a 14
Nice.
to hit.
Okay. 24 hits. What was the other ones?
23 and 14.
23 hits, 14 misses.
Okay. I don't get to re-roll these.
It's a bummer, huh?
11 fire damage.
11 fire damage. It seems to work exceptionally well.
Ooh.
I learned. So that was my action. That was my turn, essentially.
Okay.
I have to use these because Raywanda's getting weaker the better I get.
Really?
I mean, relatively speaking, yeah. Since my firebolt does 2d10.
As a bonus. No, it's an action. I keep thinking it's an action for some reason.
Cantrip. feels like a bonus action.
Hmm.
Because it's just like,
Over and over again.
yeah.
Swarming, biting locusts fill a 20-foot radius sphere centered on Renlith. The sphere spreads around corners. The sphere remains for the duration. The area is lightly obstructed. The sphere's area is difficult terrain. Each creature in it must make a Constitution saving throw. So, everybody.
I get a +2 to con saves.
Okay?
Is it dawn yet?
Not quite.
15.
I'm wondering if I should take my advantage now.
Hell yeah, 23.
10.
Yikes.
Alright, so 23 saves. What were the other two?
15 for me.
15 fails.
10.
10 fails.
I don't want
Really?
to fail.
You're just gonna lose blood. No, what do locusts do?
Don't forget, we have inspiration.
Let's see. 4d10 piercing damage.
They eat voraciously.
4d10.
Oh boy.
40-10 isn't even a number.
There's a 50% chance of killing me.
That's pretty good odds, all things considered.
20 points of damage.
19 hit points.
So 10 if you save.
19 hit points. I mean, is it... No. I don't even know if it would save me. I'd have to roll pretty high anyway. That wasn't good. I have inspiration and I can use advantage on a save. But...
Joe. It's your turn.
Oh, well,
Do a death saving throw.
not 20 for a death saving throw.
Hey!
So you're back up at 1. But you're on the floor and insects are biting you. So it's quite possible you'll drop again.
God darn it.
1 HP.
Maybe you should move.
Ooh, me?
Yeah.
Like right now? Can I move?
Yeah, you have your actions now. You're just on the ground.
Oh. I can move really far.
Or wait, are death saves at the beginning or end of your turn?
It is my turn.
It is your turn, yeah, that's all you can do.
No. Is it your turn or is it like? And it's either at the beginning or at the end of your turn that you have to do the save. Because you're unconscious right now, right? Before the save.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I don't remember if it's before or after.
You mean like before or after effects take hold? Or
Like before or after, like
His
can I
turn.
do anything? Like
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think it's at the beginning of your turn that you do the save, but it might be at the end. So basically, if it's at the beginning, he can still act.
Oh.
If I can remember where the... Alright. Death saving throws. Whenever you start your turn, you make a special saving throw called the death save to determine... And like other saves...
So it's the beginning of the turn.
Yeah, it's beginning. So yeah, you have your full actions now.
Oh. That's pretty cool.
So you're on the ground prone, so you can stand up and run if you want.
I inhale some locust.
Because if you end in the swarm, you take damage.
I can do a lot of things. Most of them would draw attention to me. Alright, I'm going to stand up.
Because basically it's all right here.
See. I'm going to stand up.
Okay, that's half your move.
Yep. I'm going to run out the door.
1, 2, 3. So that's your move. You're still in the locust swarm.
I'm going to bonus dash. Another 3 squares.
1, 2, 3 or 3?
I guess I could... No, I don't want to see him right now. And then I'm going to cast Cure wounds. I don't have any potions. How are you guys on hit points?
I can use some.
Yeah, right. I have 3 hit points.
I'm at half.
Really?
Which is like 33.
Oh.
I could use some.
Dude,
This is gonna be ugly.
I could always use some.
I know what I'm doing.
You have a plan?
It's a pretty elegant plan.
He's going to disappear.
I think he's going to fire.
Dimension door. Bye.
Oh shit.
Joe, what's up?
Alright, so while I'm still within 30 foot of everyone,
Okay.
I think I kind of am. Well, it doesn't matter. As long as I'm within 60 feet of someone.
Okay.
Because
Yes.
it's a 30-foot radius.
Yes.
I am going to heal everybody
Well-
3
A 30-foot radius on a point or from you.
centered on that point.
So yeah, you can center it on Kabar and everyone.
Yeah, I choose a point. Within 60 feet of it.
Nice.
It's a very good spell. And now everyone's going to heal 3d8 plus spellcasting ability modifier.
Next.
Hey, that's very nice. I like it very much.
We'll see what happens.
You can do that?
The scroll.
You need
What's the
some
scroll?
D8s?
Do we each roll?
No, I have
after?
to. I have those.
Nice.
No, it's fantastic spell.
Please roll good.
5, 10, 14, 15, 16 HP already.
Nice.
That is
That is above
Very-
average.
Nice.
Okay.
Because at the end of your turn, the mummy utters a blasphemous word targeting Renlith.
What?
But
cover your
it
ears.
unleashes negative energy, and Renlith can no longer
I'm immune to
regain hit points until the end of the mummy lord's next turn.
Okay.
That's rude.
And Kabar, you're up.
Gotta remember that scroll.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you did that before that happened.
Cure mass wounds.
So the locust swarm ends there.
Seriously, I have this divine scroll and I don't know what it does.
Does
I'm
anybody
gonna come
have
back
any of
here.
that, like, holy water shit?
Behind him.
Okay.
Holy dust? Or did you
I have
guys
holy
waste
dust.
it all?
We have a holy dust.
I'm going to. I can do more than one thing, right? Per turn. Maneuver. Sorry.
You can do as many maneuvers per,
Sounds so
per
desperate.
turn as you have attacks and dice. Plus, you can also second wind, or not second wind, but
Action surge.
action surge to double your attacks.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and do menacing attack. One menacing attack, one disarming attack.
All right, just because you've learned this in the past, these undead mummies seem to be immune to your menacing attack.
Okay, take that back.
At least the fear effect.
What? Sorry.
He's
Okay,
can
pushing
still
attack
fight.
and disarming attack.
Okay. So first attack would be a pushing attack.
Correct.
Okay. You can push him into his own locust swarm.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Right next to me.
Well, it only pushes up to 15 feet, so
That's enough to get him in the swarm.
I think it sounds like I can control how far.
Yeah, it says up to, so you can like gauge how far you or how hard you hit him. Assuming you hit him.
Please. Okay. So, for the pushing attack, that's going to be 24.
That is a hit.
The disarming attack is a 16.
That is a hit.
Hell yeah. Okay. So the pushing attack is going to be nice 9, 17, 21 points of damage,
Dang.
and then the disarming attack. Nice. Okay, will be 19 points of damage.
for a total of 40 damage.
Ow. That's a lot of damage.
That's pretty good.
And action surge.
Jeez.
Yeah, you know you action surged on top of everything else you were doing.
Yeah.
Good thing, because we need it for this. And I'm gonna just regular attack him.
That's 2 attacks.
2 more
He's
attacks.
already pretty injured.
Good. Fuck this guy. Oh yeah, and so he's in his swarm now.
Oh, that's right.
Bone roll.
Oh. Sorry. He loses his spell.
Huh?
When you hit him,
Oh, there's no more swarm?
you did so much damage that he lost his spell.
Okay. Okay.
So he tumbles into it, and then that's just the whole spell. All the insects just fall to the ground and then disappear.
Oh.
Okay, well that makes my plan a lot easier to deal with now.
Okay. Good.
Won't be needed.
Hell yeah. 26
Okay,
and 19.
those are both hits.
I can't think right now. 13 points of damage on one. Hell yeah. And 16 on the other.
Total of 29.
Yes.
That's 59 points of damage in a round.
I'm pissed.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, he's
You just swung that massive
really
sword
he's heavily injured.
4 times in 6 seconds.
I'm also gonna do my second wind. Healing.
You already used your bonus action to do the
Action surge?
action surge.
Is that a bonus? Okay, never mind.
No, that's just another action.
I think the action surge itself is a bonus action. To use the bonus action.
It's there.
To use the
Social
action
points.
surge.
I don't think it is though.
It's fighter stuff.
Oh, wait. On your turn, you can take one additional action on top of your regular action and a possible bonus action. So yes, it is a free,
It's a whole
basically
new
free
turn.
action. So yes, you can still second wind as a bonus action.
I
So
will do
1d10 plus your fighter level.
At level 20, that means you can take 8 attacks.
Yeah,
And a bonus action.
to dual wield as your 9th attack.
Okay,
Lord,
he was 11.
Nice.
it's not bad. It's not bad.
Alright, back to 60 HP.
It's a good thing too, because at the end of your turn, it reaches out with a claw and attacks you.
He's pissed, huh?
It's probably not pleased.
Wow. A 25 to hit. Wait, it was 23 to hit.
That'll do.
2d6 bludgeoning.
You might as well stack up all your curses.
Shit, I know, right?
More like, you might want to get that advantage ready.
But what, ready?
The inspiration in case. Just in case.
Holding it tightly.
Alright, so that is 6 points of bludgeoning damage, which is magical, plus an additional 14 necrotic, so a total of 20 damage.
And none of that is affected by the heavy armor?
No,
You said necrotic?
the rotting fist goes through you as you need to make, yes, total of 20 damage.
Oh, shit.
And you need to make a DC 15 con save.
DC 15. So let me do the damage first. 20. And a DC 15 con save?
Yep.
Okay, so I have plus 8 con, so... Oh god.
Easy.
20.
Alright, the mummy rot doesn't course into your veins.
Easy peasy.
Rinlith.
Damn, 20 damage.
You did 50 something.
Yeah, because I went like all out.
20, 25, 30-ish. About there.
So He's only gotten in one attack or one round so far. This is beginning of round 2, and it's almost dead.
Good.
That might change what I do then.
Okay. I'm gonna do something a little bit wild.
Okay.
Nice. I like that.
Being Kabar for an hour.
Okay, so I'm gonna. I don't know if you're gonna like this or not, David.
All right.
I'm going to cast Fireball. It's a 20-foot radius.
Oh shit.
So I figured I can cast it at the wall back there.
Like back here?
Yeah, and catch the mummy. So that's 30.
So this right here would be 20.
It's cool. I take -2 fire damage.
I mean, really, I guess this would be 20 right here. So yeah, if you just hit the wall, you will really just hit him and not Renlith.
Even
Not Kabar.
Okay, well I'm gonna do that.
Although, just because you could like hit here and still hit Kabar, and because it's like a pinpoint shot, not hit Kabar, I'm gonna make you do like a tactics roll, so like intelligence.
Then. Okay, alright. That's fair.
I don't know, DC like 14.
I rolled a 17.
You're fine.
Nice.
Okay, so let me roll my 8d6 of fire damage.
You triangulate the position perfectly.
I can't. 10,
Even saving, I don't think I can survive.
Shit.
33 damage.
Holy shit. Oh, that's amazing. And Kabar doesn't know what's going on.
It's like, whoa!
Shit.
Yeah, because this is the tiniest little speck of. I rolled three sixes, so that's 3 6s.
Oh, is that what it looks like?
Yeah.
That's nice. So
It's like a little bead of fire that just
You're at
explodes.
range. So it basically turns into a whirlwind of dust and sand and spins around, and it hits Kabar as it dissipates. Kabar, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, come on.
just
leave me
within
alone.
inches of my fireball, man.
Nice. 18.
18. Okay. So you take 10 points of damage.
Is it fire damage?
No, it's like bludgeoning damage.
10 point. Okay, 10
And
points.
you're blinded, but that doesn't really matter because it goes away.
My eyes.
Toka, are you okay? I ran
10 points of
spent all my
bludgeoning,
spells.
Yeah,
and that's
magical.
magical. Of course, magical. Okay.
Dang it.
That
That's my best
makes
roll.
sense. I can't complain. I can't complain.
You shouldn't.
My eyes.
Well, that went better than expected.
Yeah. I still have a death ward, by the way.
It's kind of scary. Ever since that mummy got
It
you,
almost
Joe,
went
man.
really bad though. That was, even though it was a short fight, it was very dangerous.
He's strong, huh?
Yeah, don't give him the opportunity.
Is he just disintegrated?
Yeah, it just literally disintegrated. There's
I
just
peek in the
there's
door.
just dust and sand on the ground.
You guys still alive?
Yes.
Wait. You didn't like die and say you're still alive because you came back.
No, I'm alive. I never died.
There's dust in my eyes.
You look dead.
I have a bunch of small bites from the.
What does that
bugs.
helmet even do for you if you get dust in your eyes?
Just traps it in there.
Is it eye holes? Does it have eye holes? I forgot what it looked like.
Like a fish mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that
It
part.
looks like they're
Creature from the Blue
it looks like
Lagoon.
they're like glowy eye holes or like slits or something, but it's super creepy looking.
Of course.
It's not designed to be practical.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not trying to impress.
It's not an all the time wear. It's for like Halloween.
formal events.
Masquerades, where the theme is
Like that. Not all
Please
the time
no.
wear.
Dates.
Dates.
with foreign fish people.
or when you need to hide the fact that you're a half-orc. And that's better.
It's an insane half orc. Okay.
We're so happy to be alive.
Oh god.
It was one of those fights.
Alright, so it reveals this room.
Where the other three are.
Oh, yeah, because it's in the room.
This is where it came out of?
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Super duper, super duper, super duper.
I'm gonna keep my hood down. Fireball. Which ball? Oh!
Oh, we
Oh! I knew how to do it at
I'll
one
miss
point.
it, don't you?
You guys like playing each other's characters?
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, I think everyone had a good time except Chris.
Everyone got a new appreciation for the other classes in different ways. Hey, when Ranger Jerry was on top of his game, he's on top of his game.
Hey, he is like the definition of support. Not healer, but support.
Oh no, I was about to run in with a Death Ward too. If you go to 0, you instantly get back to 1 for the next 8 hours. I'm just gonna keep Kabar alive. Like, barely hanging on. So he's cycling up all those blows. He's the only one who can do a con save. I think he can do a con save.
My con's pretty good.
Like +0 is my con save.
Nice.
Yeah. It's not good for those really horrible times that you really need to save. It's usually con.
The real bad life or death ones, yeah.
Dex is just how much does this fireball hurt.
Yeah.
Con is, are you about to become a mummy? And I don't do that so good.
So there's a Skelly in there?
Okay.
I haven't done anything yet.
Skelly? I heard something about Skelly. Did a door open?
Yes.
He came through that door.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was it a hidden door?
Yes. It was a hidden door.
Okay.
Okay, so basically the only reason you can see into that room is it's pitch black in there for a moment, like even your low light vision can't see through it. And the drift globe basically kind of starts penetrating the darkness and like cancel each other out, and then it becomes like normal darkness.
Mm.
But your drift globe goes out.
Oh god.
You can cast daylight.
Aye. Yeah. I will speak the word. My drift globe will be casted on it daylight.
Okay.
Ah! You never warn people.
It's like it flickers for a second, and then it comes back on. And the darkness of that room is finally fully penetrated.
Bitch. Yeah.
Wow. We desecrate everywhere we go.
Yeah.
So, besides the darkness, the first thing you notice is there's a scent of mold and dried spices that assails your nostrils from this room.
Are they exotic spices?
It's an exotic mold.
Yes. The most exotic mold you've ever tasted. Because you can taste it. That's how strong the smell is. Desks and tables line the walls, covered in rune scrolls, dried up ink vials, dried up potions, and spell components. A huge demonic statue fills the back wall. The blades in its hands continually drip blood, which pools and soaks into an inset hexagonal design on an evil-looking altar. The altar has a tangible magical aura around it, and countless runes pulse and glow, which spiral out from the inset center. Dozens of names are written on the base of the statue, all of which have been crossed through, save for 7 near the bottom. Even the last 2 names on the list are scratched through. The door on the right has a single plaque on it with a short word, though its meaning escapes you. The door is banded with iron and painted with flaked, faded gold. An ornate, whitewashed handle provides access through the door. Alternatively, the left door has bloodstains scratched glyphs, blast marks, and lacerations all across it. A single, unarmored skeleton hacks at the door, using one hand with a dulled axe. The other arm lies shattered at the skeleton's feet, along with another broken axe. Shards of metal, a broken crowbar, and glass shards litter the floor around the door. The skeleton takes no notice of your presence and continues to bash at the door futilely.
We'll just let him keep on working on that door.
I wonder if I could put my scimitar in his hand real quick.
No, probably not.
Right, he would have to attune to it.
Wait, I totally have another one.
You know what I need? I need a skeleton with an extra axe in his hand.
I got one with only one arm, or I've got one with an axe.
Okay.
What's better?
I wasn't sure which one you were going for, so I was trying to get my joke to match up.
I'm gonna go with one with only one arm.
I want to look at what else is in the room for shiny bits, and I also want to find cool components and scrolls and stuff.
You guys notice the only thing in here that feels evil is the bottom of that pedestal? That's the only thing you describe as evil.
I didn't notice that, but now that you mention it,
Yeah.
Feels bad, man.
I mean the statue's fine.
Yeah, statue's fine.
The dripping blood and everything.
That desk right there with the skull, that's fine.
No worries. So, okay, looking through, they're ruined scrolls, so you're not going to get much use out of them.
Okay.
They're like mostly decayed. Whatever magic might have bound them together has long since left them. Also dried up ink vials and dried up potions and old spell components that aren't really even usable at this point.
Okay. So nothing really useful.
Nothing
Is
really
there-
useful.
Watch out for that one pocket you got.
Can I do a
I don't know what used to
perception
be in
check?
there, but it's
See if
all
there's any
white
clues
now.
or traps or anything.
Come on, sure.
I guess.
Oh, yeah, that's poop.
I see it.
Poop.
20.
Ooh.
Not natural, but
You need poop to make fireballs.
So,
guano.
Oh, that's what that kid. Okay. I could see that in the back of my mind. Your mind?
Wait, what are you doing?
Perception
Oh,
check.
okay. I was like, I don't know.
He's doing it really well, though.
So, looking around, you kind of get a general vague feeling that that door's okay. This door... Oh, well, let's start here. So this feels heavily magical. Like, super dangerous, don't know what you're doing, you could wind up incinerated or disintegrated magic. You're not even sure, but it's like on the level you're scared of.
Okay.
This almost feels the same, but in a completely different manner. Like, just looking at the door and just kind of focusing on the door, you just get a feeling of warmth and friendliness from it. Completely foreign from anywhere else in this building. It just feels like right.
Okay. Do I trust that feeling?
Yeah.
And any sort of feeling from the right door? Okay. And the door on the left, is there a handle? Like,
The door on the left, that would be this one.
yeah.
There used to be, but it looks like it's been hacked off,
I see.
as they're basically just continually trying to break their way into this door.
I'm gonna smash the skeleton.
Okay?
Set him free.
Yes, I'm gonna.
So you walk over and basically just bash it in and it just collapses.
Okay.
That was good of you.
And then I'm gonna try and crowbar that
Probably
bad
the
boy.
best thing that came out of that is you no longer hear,
Ting, ching, ching.
Bar, wait,
Wait,
before you...
it feels right.
Hold on. Why do you think that skeleton was bashing at it?
Because it I don't know, but it just feels right. You don't feel that?
No, not
It
really.
feels like
That you should destroy
Listen,
this
that,
there was-
that we need to get in there.
Dried blood. I think that skeleton died trying to get in there and came back to life and is destroying itself trying to get in there. I think that is a trap. That feeling that you're feeling. Why would that be in this building?
I don't know, but I don't think it doesn't feel like a trap.
I don't trust it. I don't know why you would trust anything in this temple.
I don't trust that altar over there. That
No,
feels-
certainly not. No,
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
fair.
The one next to the thing dripping blood? No. I'm not into that one. But there's that other door that does have a handle and is not crusted with blood.
Okay, we can check that one out first.
I'll inspect it for trash real quick.
But I'm not done with this door.
Okay.
That's a 13 to inspect that door. To your left.
Yeah, you don't get any traps from that door, but definitely get a trap, even with that low roll from the altar. And just looking around in general, you get that feeling of warmth and friendliness from the other door as well.
I know what he's talking about.
And closer up, you can tell that there are just like dozens or hundreds of names listed on this statue, this demonic statue is all over it. And every single one of them has been scratched through, except for 7 near the bottom.
Is my name on there?
Your name, scanning through, you do not see your name.
Do I see any names that I recognize?
You do.
Like Silver?
No. The second to last name on there
Mhm.
is Hatu Bienra, the same name that the mummy quoted himself as being. And his name is scratched through.
Let's see.
They've all been, since I guess you're looking at it at this point,
Yeah.
they've all been scratched through save for 7. Those remaining names are Volunus, Pretarin, Frintinar, Nielmer, Anlamar, Lucinta, and Estrakar. Even the last 2 names on the list, Carson Volik and Hatu Bienra, are scratched through.
Magic. It's a pickle. It's quite a pickle.
What about
We get anything from the names?
Corvic or
Not really.
Hmm.
Ian Kovis?
Nara Ruxin?
No, I think these are the mummies, like the protectorate type. So I think this contains like the guys who were maybe turned into mummies in this temple. And their names went up there, and the ones that are still remaining around, they're not scratched out yet.
Let's see.
So mummies that still exist?
Yeah, in here somewhere.
So there's like 7 mummies in here still?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking anyway. I would.
Wouldn't it be 5? Because the last 2?
No, because that one, the one that we just did, his name is already scratched out.
But you haven't encountered dozens or hundreds of mummies.
Yeah.
Even the remains of them. But then again, one of them just disappeared entirely.
That's true.
Maybe people sacrificed to Terracin?
Maybe, but they'd come back, wouldn't they?
That's true.
Interesting.
Well, well, I guess I'll just bring up, on like the 4th or 5th room, there was also that mural where he basically just sacrificed their entire bodies to the jewel.
Oh,
And there were like dozens or hundreds on that mural, just dotted up.
it's a powerful jewel. So if you want to open a door, why don't you open up the shiny one?
Okay. I'll do that.
The shiny one?
The one that the skeleton wasn't
Mm.
banging on.
Okay.
No, we over there?
Sure. Anyone
Yeah,
can
go
be.
for it.
I'm already standing here, so I'll open it.
Alright. There's no
With the
trap,
force.
but it's locked.
I'll try again.
It's still locked.
Still locked.
I had my crowbar out.
There's also one on the ground.
Oh, that's right.
I'm gonna use my thieves tool.
Okay.
I watch it.
19.
19 is good enough.
Yeah.
So you
19.
stick your tools into the lock and fiddle around, and you hear a number of clicks as you're doing this, and you realize it's not just the click of the lock. The clock is like literally breaking apart as you're playing with it.
Oh. That's money.
Close the door really quick. Nothing to see. It's empty. You guys go over there.
So it's a large treasury with hundreds of scuffed, time-worn coin strips that litter the floor and tables. Iron-bound, reinforced chests of various sizes lay open, stuffed with artifacts ranging from weapons, gems, and general temple equipment. Potions and scrolls.
Give me the loot. Give me the loot.
Alright, so
All the money.
this would be like temple treasury.
Okay.
There is a great axe.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna make a section here for temple treasury.
It's a massive great axe. The attention to detail and the materials used to mark the weapon out as special, though the blade is oversized and dangerous barbs line the haft.
Temple treasury.
You'll be fine.
Dangerous
So
barbs?
it's a battle axe.
No, it's a great axe.
Great axe. Okay.
And like where you would hold it, there are barbs.
Okay.
Hey guys, I'll hold on to this.
Yeah, sure. You can take that.
There are 326 copper strips. Which is like 32 pounds.
Okay. No problem.
There are 15 gold strips. There's 163
He's got a
silver
special backpack.
strips.
Say it.
163 silver strips. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 small glyphed tokens. What's that?
I don't know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 potions.
Small glitch
Six potions.
I'm sorry, 5 potions.
5 potions.
And a amulet.
Is the amulet a Terracin one?
No, it's a bright, strangely shaped red gem held by a shard of bone shaped like a hand and arm, hanging from a fine gold chain.
All these items are going to be so good, Liam. Not evil.
Yeah, right.
There's a ring,
I didn't know the opposite of good, evil.
a delicate made gold ring with a pearl setting.
Ooh, pretty.
There's a rod
Awesome.
with a flamed head, but otherwise it looks fairly ordinary. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scrolls.
Dang.
And then there's general old temple equipment.
Aren't you guys glad I decided we should all come here?
Old candles, old vestments.
There's candles.
Cats. Yeah, but I
Oh.
mean they're old, so the wicks are really like not in good condition. The wax is fine, but the wicks are not. Casks of old wine, which could be way beyond.
Yeah, those
That's
aren't
pretty
very
much
good.
just vinegar.
Ancient.
Wow. This is neat.
Yeah. I want to check out this axe.
Sure. Yeah.
Does it feel magical?
You get the feeling that there's probably a magical property to it because it's still in rather good condition.
Does it feel evil?
It feels like it could hurt because it's got pokey bits all over it. The barbs are quite sharp. Like you have to be careful to hold this thing correctly.
Alright, I'm going to try to identify the...
But it's also a big blade. It looks like it could be very dangerous.
Stab my hands, but stab enemies.
Wait,
I'm going to try and identify the
scrolls.
scrolls if I can.
Okay.
Yes.
You don't call me Ranger Joe for nothing.
I'll roll 3 d20s, I guess, first, and then another 2.
Sure.
5 scrolls. Ouch. Arcana? Or what?
Yeah, they'll all be Arcana.
Okay, so 7, 14, and
Yes.
18.
Yes. Okay, so this first one you're not sure about. The second one is a scroll of Ice Storm.
Cool.
which is a 4th level spell.
Nice.
Ice Storm sounds fun.
And then the 3rd one is a scroll of protection from energy, and the energy type is. I'm checking to see if it's like I want to make sure that's like a special one or if it's any energy you want. I don't want to screw you guys over, just in case 5th edition rules are different. All this stuff is converted from an earlier edition.
First edition. His grandfather.
Oh yeah, I guess you
used to
just get to choose the energy
story.
type.
Okay.
when you
Pass
pass
it down.
So that's pretty cool.
I'm gonna try for the other 2 now. Oh jeez.
Just so excited.
Yeah, not good. Yeah, it's like 9 and 12. So.
So the 4th one, you're pretty sure is a divine scroll,
Hand it to Joe.
and then the last one is a scroll of tongues.
Oh, a divine scroll.
Yeah.
So the tongue scroll and the ice storm scroll, they feel like they're just slightly different. Like the spells are similar, but the tongues feels like it. Just the wording on the scroll is kind of awkward and not written like a modern spell would be, and same with the ice storm scroll. So the effects will be similar, but you think they're going to be slightly different. You'll probably have to study them a little bit longer to know exactly what those differences would be.
Okay.
Can I look at this divine scroll?
Yeah.
Arcana?
Religion.
Very, very high.
Does this great axe need to be like identified? Okay.
You can either like sit with it for an hour during a short rest or get a spell cast
But
on
then
it.
that's like a tuning, right? I don't want to do that.
Essentially. If it's cursed, you'll get cursed. If it's
Yeah.
not cursed, you'll be fine.
I'll
This
play
is my
safe.
second unidentified divine scroll.
Just keep track that that's where it's from, because otherwise I won't remember what it is.
Anyone remember where the other one came from?
How bad did you roll?
8. Plus 0.
Okay.
The other unidentified scroll was from in here, I think.
If you sit with it for an hour, you can figure out what it is.
Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it?
So both of the unidentified scrolls are from this temple.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's see here.
I'm making my way to the other door.
Oh dear. Don't do it, Kabari. Okay, I'm going to try and identify the potions now.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll 5 dice. Will this be Arcana as well?
Mm-hmm.
You
Okay.
think you can use those swords? What's in the section?
So 11, 13, 17,
I can break it. Get a sword to break things.
Yeah.
24, and 15.
Easy peasy lemon breezy. There are 3 potions of healing and 2 potions of greater healing.
Way of this room.
Ooh.
Wait.
What is it?
Nothing?
Healing potions.
Ooh.
And greater healing potions.
3 healing.
In all the books, we would be drinking those. But that's dumb.
Greater heal. 2. Very nice. Very nice. I just hold on to this for now. Okay. So that's that.
Well done. And you have yet another giant weapon strapped to your back.
That
Ain't sure how he fits.
makes 3.
Good.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out that door.
Okay.
That sweet, sweet door.
But I hope we can save you when you get charmed and have to break it open for the rest of forever.
What are we doing?
There's no handle, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Push on it, lick it, look at it. Smell it.
I guess I'll just try to push it first.
Okay. What's your alignment?
That's not a very good question. Chaotic neutral?
Ooh. Really?
Joe, what's your
Wait,
alignment?
I'm not sure. I mean, that's what it says, but I don't know.
Don't change my alignment.
I'm pretty sure I'm neutral good. I'm either neutral or chaotic good. I want to say neutral.
And I'm a CG.
You're chaotic neutral?
And
It
It just doesn't feel like
doesn't feel like it.
Uh,
I picked that like way before we even started. So.
I don't really follow alignments too much as long as you guys don't play like super evil or super good. I don't really care. They don't matter too much in this edition. In earlier editions, they mattered a little lot, but they always feel kind of wonky. They're supposed to be just like guides for your character.
Yeah, I don't really
General things.
follow that.
They're supposed to help you keep on a path for your character and not stray from and be just weird.
Yeah.
I feel like your character's probably good though. The way you.
Yeah, I think so
It's
too.
better than me.
Like a neutral
Yeah,
good.
he does feel more good than you do. Okay,
What was that neutral good? You think?
you feel more neutral good to me.
Yeah.
Or even either chaotic or neutral good, because you kind of just care about the people around you.
Yeah, chaotic doesn't mean wild. Chaotic means you care less about laws.
Yeah, I think chaotic good is something I would lean towards.
That's why we get along so well.
Yes.
Wow, I'm the most lawful of the group. I said neutral good.
Makes sense.
Okay, so
Yes,
so you're gonna be chaotic good from now on, which is probably more accurate to your character.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Now that you know how the game works, like it makes sense.
Yeah, and since we played, we kind of built our characters. So.
Yeah.
It's
Alright.
weird too that you don't really
So you
get
put
to
your hand
change
on
it.
the door, and that feeling of warmth just kind of radiates to your arm, and then the door just swings open.
What's in there?
All the other good people. You really want to know?
A table.
It's a table.
It is a table, and there's a body on the table.
It's Lilithana.
Why do you guys
I'm
always
waiting
assume
for you.
Lilithana is everywhere?
She's always waiting behind the closed
She's
door.
always, she appears out of nowhere.
And if you say laying on the table,
She's draped on the table, seductively, and pats it as you
No wonder that skeleton is trying to get in there.
Oh, that's so bad.
hey, why does this room exist?
Don't be
Oh, so
sick.
many more questions now.
He's trying to get to the.
Right?
He's trying to get to the bone zone.
You made it.
You get what I
You
mean?
made it. Wow.
Sorry, that was a bad joke.
It was both terrible and
I liked
amazing.
it. I liked it.
Thank you.
Make more of those. It's good.
The most terrible, amazing joke ever.
You want to open this box later? On the way out?
No.
That one just felt wrong.
Yeah. But before we leave this place entirely, I'll make sure to sift through all of that sweet coin up front.
That platinum with the pokey bits.
Yeah, with my mage hands, so I don't poke my precious fingers.
That super doesn't stay. Alright. Beyond the doorway is a long embalming chamber. In the center of the room is a large slab that still has the body of a perfectly preserved elf lying upon it. The elf has an extremely slender build, with bones being pronounced all along its body. It has extremely fair skin, light silver, wispy hair, and two small horn protrusions on top of its head. The elf still wears a set of fine tunic, or wears a fine tunic, and wears a holy symbol depicting a great tree around its neck. Two vials of liquid, one yellow and one blue, are labeled with foreign writing and sit on the table next to the body. Shelves are covered in vials, jars, linen wrappings, and spices and line the room. It appears that a final mummification ritual was interrupted in the early stages and never completed. The walls are adorned with grotesque symbols of sacrifice and tortures, much more ominous than anything else you have seen in this temple even. The murals depict explicit details of how the organs were extracted very undelicately from the body while it was apparently paralyzed but still alive and conscious of its pain. At the other end of the room stands a brilliantly shining longsword. It gleams in the room, and you realize that it is providing a light source. A holy symbol matching Sir Silra Justus is worked into the pommel of the weapon. Despite the horrors described in this chamber, a feeling of calmness and peace resonates from the blade.
Huh.
Cool.
You said there's a blue and a yellow vial next to the body?
Yes.
That's all you get.
What is this goop?
Look, guys.
Gavar, do you see that sword?
What?
You know, I can use swords too, right?
I was just asking because he seemed really interested in the goop.
Oh, you're gonna shove it down someone's throat? Oh, that wasn't you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, what's the deal with the sword?
You can walk in. You gonna walk in and look at it?
Cautiously.
All right.
Very, very cautiously.
You step foot into a room and start walking towards the sword. As you do, a booming voice echoes throughout the room. Heroes! Long has this chamber been protected from the horrors that the Terror Lord unleashed upon the world by a protective ward loaned from the Truth Seeker. Here lies the last devotee of the Elf Mother. The elf's fate lies in your hands. Long has it lain in stasis. The yellow elixir will end its long life. The blue elixir will awaken it into this new world. Choose wisely. The elf may have unique knowledge of times long ago, but how will it suffer alone in this new world?
Probably the same as the three of us.
Not any worse than anyone else. I mean, shoot.
Truth Seeker.
Blue.
Elf.
Shoot. For sure.
They say
Blue.
elf
What do you
mother?
guys think?
Yeah. You can give me religion checks if you want.
I'm about to. Can I get advantage for being an elf?
No.
Can I get advantage for being a half orc?
No.
10.
Alright.
Oh, Jesus.
Religion, right?
8.
8.
4.
We're not big on that, you know?
Yeah, we don't.
We are not big on that.
You may have heard Truth Seeker in passing before.
I remember it from like Silra.
Yeah. Basically putting 2 and 2 together, you're pretty sure that you've heard him reference his god as the Truth Seeker before. And you know his god is the god of truth. But the Elf Mother, you're not sure who that is.
Voice, will you answer questions?
You know, just because you're an elf, that there used to be racial deities, but they've long fallen out of favor, and they basically stopped being worshipped, and prayers are no longer answered by them. So they're pretty much considered dead gods.
Okay.
So this thing is from like the really old hero.
back.
Yes.
He can help us. He can help us.
She?
She?
He
Elf.
is the elf mother. I heard mother.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's not really great for us to bring this ancient elf. I mean, how is an elf with horns even gonna make it around this world?
Where at?
Good point.
Or a mask.
Yeah.
But who are we to choose death for someone?
It's true.
How many people have we killed?
I mean, usually we don't have a choice. I mean,
Yeah, we don't choose a death. We just choose preservation.
yeah.
Self-preservation.
But I mean, we can't. There's 3 choices. We can leave him here. I don't know. It sounds like he's just
He's
in
still little
stasis.
Mm-hmm.
Can put an end to his life, or we can bring him back. If he wants to end his own life later, that's his choice.
That's a good point. I mean, it's always his option. If he wants to go back to his elf mother or whatever.
Yeah. And I feel like he can really help us.
Yeah, but at what cost? Not just being alone in the world, but then he has to learn all the other murals that have happened to like the world, the people of his time. And
I guess, but then on the other hand, he gets transported like a millennia into the future.
It can't be any worse than I point to the mural of him getting dissected.
Yeah. Like, I think we bring him back.
But if he's
I
evil,
think so too.
I guarantee you, it's not evil.
right. This room, the voice, the
Yeah.
sword.
I'm not certain of much, but
Unless it's all an elaborate hoax.
there's no way.
Don't you dare.
Nothing so far in this universe has been that clever.
No, that impossible to notice.
So I go up and I take the revivification vial. Say, I want to do this. I think.
Okay.
I think so too.
I think ultimately this is the right decision for the
Wait,
world.
we have the ability to speak the language?
Oh, did the voice ever answer him?
Okay.
And what's the sword? I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's basically just a long sword with the holy symbol in the pommel sitting there.
Okay.
We should give that to Silra.
He'd be stoked for that.
He'd be super excited, I bet.
Or super upset, like, how dare you take this from wherever it's supposed to be? Blah, blah, blah.
He's in an evil temple, dude.
That's fair. Yeah, he'd like that.
So can I pour this down this thing's gullet?
I mean,
for it.
do we have a way of calming him down when he comes to? He sees an elf with no horns, an elf with black skin that looks even less elfish than he is,
He seems chill.
half orc.
He's unconscious in stasis. Yeah, he's chill.
He seems chill.
He's pretty relaxed right now.
And we don't speak anything from that time
I
period.
mean, I've got tongues.
Wait, you can understand him,
Yeah, you
can.
can understand them.
and you have tongues.
And I put the liquid in his mouth.
Okay.
All right. So you put the liquid in his mouth. Nothing happens at first.
Mhm.
But then
Oh,
there's-
let's go.
But then there's a gasp and the chest starts heaving. And then the eyes open up. And it looks around.
Greetings.
And then it looks very confused and shocked and scared. And then it starts rattling off in that eloquent foreign language that the mummy was speaking.
I go in for a hug.
Too silly.
As you
hands
move on-
open, very, all of the unnatural.
Instead of using tongues.
Yeah, I go in for a hug.
Goes for
The
He goes in
universal.
for the tongue? Is that what he said?
As you open your arms, the creature's eyes go wide and it basically dodges and rolls off the table.
Nimp.
I look sad, forcibly sad.
He's dexterous.
Ooh, I've never seen that face.
It hurts.
Is he saying anything else besides the rattling off names?
He's not rattling off names. He's rattling off words you don't understand.
Oh yeah?
Oh no, it didn't work before, remember?
Like you hear the words, but you don't know what the frig they mean or whatever.
So yeah. So what you're
I want to
getting,
return this helmet.
It doesn't communicate.
you
with
turn on your
Undead
helmet to
from
try to get
Lego.
the translation, and it's like you almost feel like the helmet's working overtime. It's like overclocking, trying to keep up.
The little fan inside of it.
Yeah. Your brain starts smoking. And basically what you're getting is just words of shock and confusion and basically what are you, literally what are you? Where am I? What's going on? And then it basically sounds like it wants names. Who are you? What are you? And then then you're able to catch that it identifies itself as something like divine wizard or something like that, and then it says it identifies its name as Estercar.
Estercar. Kabar. Joe. Ranger Joe.
Everyone, give me a wisdom check.
We're not who we are. Who do you think we are?
Ooh, 4.
Damn. 20.
There we go.
Not nat.
16 plus something.
Good enough, both
Okay.
of you. We're less oblivious, but the rest of you,
That's not right.
No, that's usually how it is with these sorts of things.
Yeah, wisdom.
one of those 7 names written on there that wasn't crossed out was Estercar.
That means nothing.
That means I mean, if you guys relate this, be like, well, that's
his name's on the thing.
evidence toward my hypothesis that
Yeah, he's not a mummy.
that's all of the either existing mummified things or the folks that are in a similar condition or something.
Maybe those were all the people that were supposed to be sacrificed for some reason.
Is there some
And
weird?
once all of them are
Did Terracin not used to be evil?
Evil
maybe
is
not.
perception.
Yeah.
Is there a ancient elven way of conveying peace that I would know?
I've never heard this language before. You could try
Well,
like
no,
the
like
most,
so, like
the
like.
most
So
fundamental.
like this?
You
It
could try,
makes
like,
sense now. Why would
You could like try the most fundamental words of your language or something like that.
I mean, like gesture.
Yeah, there's like general peace gestures, but
I do that. Yeah.
I thought I was giving one, but it turns out
It's
Yeah, that's the human side of you.
he doesn't seem to recognize that at all. But he doesn't take it as offensive. But he basically continues rattling off. But he kind of stops when you start identifying names and pointing at people. He just stares at you, and then he repeats very, very, very slowly the phrase that basically translates to, "What are you?"
I take my helmet off, show him my face.
That makes
Half-
sense.
He kind of stares. He kind of
Or-
stares at you for a moment, and then almost gets an angry glare,
You like the fish.
and you almost feel like a feeling of intense hatred coming at you.
Put the helmet back on.
And he stares at you a little bit. Then he looks at the other two.
Joe, Renlith,
so
half elf.
okay, so this is getting old. So I'm going to
I leave.
I'm gonna pull out my tongues scroll
Okay.
and use it because I feel like it might have been created around the time when this shit was spoken or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm using it anyway.
So the tongue scroll activates, and the next thing he says you can understand perfectly.
Thanks.
And all of you can understand. The tongue scroll just affects like the whole area, and just general understanding is available to each of you.
It speaks with animal squirrel from my game.
Yeah.
Why would you keep company with a wretched human?
Who?
Whatever you are.
Well, so a bit of perspective for you. You've been in a state of unconsciousness for what I presume is thousands of years. And we just revived you. A fair bit has happened. We have some murals in the other room that we can show you. However, he's an elf. He is half something, half orc. And I am half elf, half human, I think.
What abomination would put an elf and a human together? How could that be allowed?
Well, when a man loves a woman,
No
They get-
elf could ever love.
I mean,
Well, sometimes it's not about love.
Half orc.
yeah, point.
So, we can't.
They can't even copulate.
That's not true.
At least not true anymore.
Yeah, I don't know how it used to be, but everybody has.
This nonsense you feed me.
Dwarves have
You're
beards.
the betrayer.
Dwarves have beards.
No.
No.
We wouldn't have been able to enter this room if that were the case.
Why? This is their room.
Whose room? Terracin? Well, it's been protected one way or another. You recognize the sword over there? The glowing one?
No.
Well, that is apparently the sword of Truth Seeker, God, which we have a friend of ours. We have a friend of ours who follows that God, worships that God. And that's been providing this area
Worse ways.
sanctuary
Hmm.
from the evil throughout the rest of this temple.
Been sanctified, if you will.
There is much evil in this.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, so
Yeah.
much.
We've burned a lot of it with fire.
Do you want some water? Are you
Yeah.
thirsty?
Do you need anything? I have
Not-
some wine.
From your kind.
Well, it's
It's very rude.
not from his kind.
It's just water.
Also, I don't think that elves are what you think they are.
What is an
anymore.
orc?
An orc is an ugly version of him. But he's only half orc.
I'm half human, half orc.
Yeah, so I mean, nothing that you like apparently, but you know, this is the way of the
This
world.
is your slave.
I don't think any of the races that you like exist anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm just gonna lay that out.
This one calls itself a false elf.
False self. False self. I mean, I could go with that. Elves they just kind of keep to themselves a lot of the time. There's a lot of stuff going on. Lots has changed. Lots has happened.
I'm slowly reaching for the yellow vial.
But those like me, you have not seen them.
No, they don't exist.
Do not exist.
No.
That makes me the last true elf.
Seems that way, I guess, for whatever that means.
Yeah.
No, I think they all got sacrificed or destroyed or killed or whatever like a millennia ago.
You're from a time before our own written history.
So I mean, I feel somewhat bad about reviving you. We had an option of sending you to a peaceful death or bringing you back to life. And we chose to bring you back to life.
Assuming what you tell me is true,
Mm-hmm.
Irith must have plans for me.
Irith?
The elf mother,
Oh.
my goddess. The goddess of all elves.
Yeah, nobody worships that anymore. Irith.
Yeah, it's old news, Grandpa.
How do you survive?
Just kidding.
They have other gods now.
But they cannot protect you.
We tend to protect ourselves these days. The gods play a role, and, you know,
But how do you not kill each other?
no, we do.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Everybody kills everyone all the time.
So much.
Your slave speaks.
I'm not a slave.
He is our compatriot. He is our good friend and our colleague. We have saved each other's life countless times. I know this is difficult for you to understand and come to terms with, but it's not like it used to be.
Much you tell me could likely be false.
True.
I will reserve my decisions,
What?
but I will not slay you here right now.
That's kind of you.
We made the same choice
Yeah.
quite a moment ago on you.
Yeah. So, what would help you? What would you like to do?
Prove to me this place is as you say it is now.
What
Well,
place? This world?
This world, this temple, everything.
Okay. Well, come with us. Hey, Joe, you want to grab that sword?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Seems like a pretty good thing to
Seems pretty
hold on
sweet,
to.
man.
I'll put it on my belt.
Can you take that sword? I mean,
Can I take it off?
is it-
Yeah, you can touch it.
it's not
Does it
like
have
a
its own sheath, or do I need like?
It's like a sword in a stone. Sword.
There is no sheath to it, it's just a sword.
Glowy.
I have-
glowy
It
one.
was glowing.
I have tons of.
As you guys move around for a moment, he kind of stops for a moment and he's like, wait, where's Terracin? Where's the betrayer? Is he not here to kill us now?
No.
How are you here?
So here's the thing with Terracin. Terracin isn't on this plane of existence.
They pulled him back.
Yeah. But some,
Your story is easier to believe now.
yeah. So Terracin.
I love her face.
Terracin right now is kind of in a. He's got a bunch of followers that are trying to bring him back into this plane, from what I understand. And we are working with a faction, if you will, of individuals who aren't interested in Terrasen having anything to do with our plane. And so we're trying to prevent that by destroying those who follow Terrasen.
And the jewel.
No, in Toto.
No, and the jewel.
Oh yeah, and you'll have to tell us more about the jewel because that's ancient. We don't actually. We're looking for like a compass. So I don't know if that's the jewel or if the jewel is the thing in the mural that you'll see in a little bit. Not sure. Or if the jewel's on this thing out on an altar out there that we had to trick to get in here.
The forge.
The what?
The forge. Where it was birthed.
I don't know about the forge. I don't know.
None of that was in my book, huh?
He walks out.
Okay.
Oh, should
He stands in front of the altar and he stares at it and he points.
Yeah, don't touch that.
That's where it was birthed.
Oof. The bleeding statue.
The blood of countless innocents.
Ooh.
Okay.
He points to the list of names. All those who gave their lives and their souls for its creation.
No. Now we know what you're talking about, though.
And he looks further down. He kind of sighs of relief. They survived.
Who?
The conspirators. He
Ah,
points to the remaining names.
we were wondering about those. Do you know them?
Vaguely. I worked with them before they escaped.
So it's our assumption then.
My job was to infiltrate this position, learn exactly what Terrasen offered to convince so many to follow him.
Well,
Somehow he was able to bring all the races together, even through the wars. Offer them sanctuary here. Something that seemed too good to be true.
it seems like from what we've been able to scrounge together is there was some sort of terrible war going on,
Yes,
and Terrasen promised them.
the war between the humans and the elves. It has lasted for many millennia. Years,
well, that's-
decades,
I don't know, but it's not
whatever
going,
you would call
it's
this.
not going on right now, obviously. There's relative peace between the races. There are.
How can this be?
Well, lots of can happen.
How can an elf suffer a human?
Well, see, that's the kind of attitude that starts in wars. It's that thinking that's what gods like Terrasen, the betrayer.
Their technological blight upon the land is too horrid to imagine.
Oh, he's a hippie.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, sure. They still believe that, and they still do their own thing. But
Yeah.
we've got sort of an agreement, if you will. We can help each other out with some things that we need to. But it's kind of a
But the wall still divides them.
I don't know what wall you're talking about.
The wall.
Hey man, humans aren't half bad.
Your slave speaks to me again.
And we get
Silence
it.
its tongue.
I'm not a slave.
Get it. Half orc, half
So
human,
anyway, as I was saying, it seems that
half
Terrasen
bad.
promised
You
them
slapped that
relief
wall.
from I was thinking
Oh yeah.
I think that's the wall.
the
It's a really
Terrasen
It's a big wall.
probably tricked all of those people into thinking that
I don't want to
they'd be saved from the war.
Yes, that's how they came here. They
Yes.
built his temple,
Yeah.
Like-
So
and then he sacrificed their
Yeah, he
lives and their
betrayed
souls
them.
to build his jewel,
Mhm.
which was then stolen from him.
Yeah, I saw that on the painting.
But
Wait,
that's the last I know, for after that I was discovered and brought into that room.
Well, you and
And
your
that is the last I remember.
you and your compatriots seem to have been saved by some sort of divine favor, whether it was the Elf Mother or whether it was the Truth Seeker or whatever. We know not. However, I think we can find some answers together.
You are my only link to this world.
Yeah.
I will suffer your existence,
Swell.
but not a human.
Okay.
Well, he's only half human.
Yeah. I mean, whatever.
And half fishman.
Yeah.
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 You're gonna find there's a lot of humans right now, though.
Yeah. A lot.
A lot.
I can lower that number.
That would be a bad idea.
No, it's what I'm trained in. It's alright.
Okay. Well, I would advise against it because there are actually a number of other races: dwarves, gnomes.
Oh, the dwarves are fine. They are the merchants. We will make much money from them.
Okay. Well, and they still do a lot of that. But humans are merchants, and so are elves. Believe it or not, there are elves who live in cities next door to humans, next door to dwarves.
Nonsense. Now you feed me lies.
You'll see.
Yeah.
You'll see. You'll be tried in some cities by an elf for wronging a human. If that doesn't cross you, I don't know what will. But that's the state of the
We will
world.
bring order back to this world.
You know, I think hopefully your perspective changes because you're going to run into a lot of problems with that thinking.
With us included, to be honest.
Yeah, really. I mean, this our group here, we're pretty mixed, if you will. So, you know, the good thing about humans and everyone that's not an orc is they don't live long naturally. So why don't you do the slow plan and just impact them? Not
I shall
violently.
restrain myself as I learn more about this world.
Swell. Okay. Well, you've got the sword.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where. I guess I'm just dragging it.
Here's some rope. You can just like tie it to your bag next to all your other shit, or you
Thanks.
can put it in the bag.
Caravan.
No, it's pretty cool. I don't want to forget that I have it.
Okay.
Because I
So
can do it.
let's get out of here. I guess I don't think there's anything more unless you're interested in talking to a sphinx.
What?
Sphinx. It's a magical, really powerful magical creature that probably just wants to eat you anyway. So we'll pass that.
We still need to wait for.
Oh yeah, we need to wait for our friends because.
Do you know magic?
Oh yeah, can you fix him? He's got lycanthropy.
Yeah.
Pretty soon he's gonna turn into a werewolf.
I do not know this.
My blood burns.
Yeah, he's got a blood condition.
Yeah.
You are wounded.
Yes,
You could say that. Yes.
definitely.
Explain your wound.
I was attacked by a werewolf. Do you know what that is?
Do you know what a
It's a
wolf
curse.
is?
No.
Do you know what a dog is?
No.
Do you know what any four-legged animal is?
A lamb ring.
Okay,
Yes.
so it's like a lamb wren,
Sure.
except enormous, and
Lamb rings are moderately sized.
so it's moderately sized, and it's a mix between kind of like one of those and a human, except it's got big claws, dark fur, and big jagged teeth, and when it bites you, it poisons your blood, and you turn into them once every month, once every moon.
And a scything tail.
No scything tail. No. But I mean that's not important.
So this would be a curse.
Yes.
I can draw you a picture of a werewolf.
I need not know this.
Okay.
Yes, I can remedy your curse.
Oh, cool.
But
That's
why would I do this for your slave? Otherwise, your slave would die.
I am not a
No,
slave.
he wouldn't. He would once every moon, he would turn into this creature, and would forget that we are his friends, and forget anything except for running around and killing everything.
So you let it loose on the humans.
No, that's not how any of this works.
Oh Jesus.
You should do it because it's the right thing to do.
Is it not fitting for the creature to kill its own kind?
No,
No.
and it wouldn't be his own kind anyway.
He looks genuinely confused.
So, anywho, I mean, you don't have to fix him. We've got someone else coming to fix him. So, you don't need to, bother yourself with that.
Good.
Yeah. But
I would do it on a show of good faith, but I prefer to leave it as it is. It seems not like a bad thing.
well, no, it's a terrible
It
thing.
is a bad thing.
He's the three of us, and I don't want to overstep anything here, but we're becoming
We're in love.
like family from different mothers and fathers and cultures and everything.
Families betray.
Yeah, everything betrays. Gods betray. What's your point?
Do not trust others that are not your kind.
Yeah. Family betrays.
I don't even trust my kind.
I don't actually trust my kind.
Oh, but none of us do that. So
This world is horrible.
it's not as bad as yours.
It's pretty good, comparatively.
Yeah.
As I point to a mural of him getting
Yeah.
dissected.
We're not getting sucked and sacrificed into a piece of jewelry for a horrible god. So there's that.
The majority of people did not have this. Most of them just participated in the Great War.
Right.
We also don't have a great war.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
nice too. You can actually travel the land and probably be fine.
Well, except for right now, there's a war brewing.
Yeah, there is, but it's because of this kind of thinking.
Yeah, right, because someone's trying to bring it back.
Yeah.
Your time of horrid warness.
Which is kind of making me regret giving you the blue vial, if I'm being honest.
I put the yellow one in my pocket.
Could come handy down the road.
Do you sleep?
Potion of extreme death.
I'm gonna make sure I label that. I'll tell you what. Why don't we set up camp for the night?
Okay.
been
Or
a
whatever
long
time
day.
it is.
Yeah,
Can you read
whatever.
these? I'm gonna.
Oh yeah. What did it say?
Hold up. I'm gonna hold up these books.
Can you tell me what these items are? Well, let's head up to the front. Yeah, I've got something to do in a room up there, and we can show you our horses.
Oh yeah. You'll get a kick out of them.
Also, we can show you what a desert is. You know what a desert is?
Do not know this word.
Yeah. Well, we'll teach
Oh
you.
boy, you're in for a treat.
it's a must.
Just remember, the whole world is not like this.
Yeah. Not yet.
Not yet.
No, we are underground.
Mm.
Actually, sorry, he doesn't think we're underground. No, we are simply in a temple, inside a construction.
Correct. Let's go. I start walking. Like, you know when you get locked into a conversation that you want to finish and you keep like backing away and they keep talking.
Okay,
Right.
so you guys make your way back through the Hall of Confusion.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so as you're walking through, he kind of looks at the murals.
Should we walk backwards through the...
Oh god, no. Please, not again. Not again.
So he sees the murals and he says, "These were completed since I was in my stasis."
Apparently.
Yes.
But the description looks accurate to what I know.
Okay.
He points to the basically the black dot jewel.
That's the...
That is the jewel of perpetual darkness. That is what is most likely sought.
Okay.
It is an artifact of great power
Great.
and great evil.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Where would that be?
I don't know where it would be.
He points to the picture of the elves running off with it.
Oh.
They stole it and headed east.
Wait, are those the conspirators?
Yes.
Oh.
And where about us in the east? Pull out my map. On here.
What is that?
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait. He looks a little bit longer. I recognize. Why is it so large?
I don't know how to answer that question.
I recognize the forest.
Mhm.
The humans lived just to the east of us.
Oh yeah, the wall thing? That's the
No.
wall?
No. We live here.
Yep.
The humans were here.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we are right now.
Alright.
Oh, we're here.
Yes, we traveled here. The dwarves lived here, but
Oh, the dwarf's in the middle.
I do not know what the rest of this is. Nor the distances. They seem wrong.
That's interesting. But this is what we're working with.
This is today.
We used to be over here.
That does not exist.
No,
It kind of does.
Well, the dwarves are here now.
No, the dwarves live in multiple places.
yeah, they're all over.
They're in
the
where
place.
he pointed, but they also live in other places.
So there's everybody all over the place now. It's been a long time. Lots of babies. have
You'll
been
see. You'll see.
You can
Yeah.
call it a melting pot.
Abomination babies.
made. Sure, if you will.
It's not like multi-generational.
It's
People
not-
still
it's-
find their own type the
Yeah,
most attractive.
It's not like the same races keep interbreeding or anything like that. That's what's actually disgusting. Lots has changed. Anyway, let's keep moving.
All right. So you guys head to the front of the temple.
Yeah. I'll be a second, guys. But I am going to, with my mage hand, while we're waiting for Jim or whatever his name is to show up and fix Kabar. I'm going to.
Oh yeah, Jim, fantasy Jim.
Jonathan.
Jonathan, that's it.
Oh.
Jim, John, Jane.
You guys were somewhat close.
I mean,
That's the closer we've been in a lot of things.
J man.
That's true.
so yeah, I was just going to collect up the monies over there, leaving. I already have 7 caltrips, but I'm gonna collect the rest of them.
Oh, okay. Collect the rest of the glistening pines over
The
there.
lovely, lovely monies.
Okay, so there's a total of 34 of the platinum strips,
Dang.
62 of the gold strips, 80 of the silver strips, and 239 of the copper strips.
How many of the gold?
62.
Can we take a long rest?
I would say we need it.
You probably need it. You guys are probably going to be sitting around waiting for a while for Jonathan to show up.
Yeah, I guess we can explore our, I don't know,
Temple? Or the desert?
Hey,
temple, I guess, or
talking to the OG elf.
Estercar.
Right, Esther. Is there? Did you want to go through here and like kill everything, all the bad stuff, the mummies and everything else? Were you really interested in doing that?
I don't care about their undead states.
Yeah, me neither. So I was kind of done. We were done. We were ready to leave this evil temple. We've spent a lot of time here, and we've gone through some bad times here. So we just kind of want to sit and rest for a while, because it's been difficult.
I am bleeding so much.
Yeah. So I mean, we've got to wait for another friend who you're probably not going to like. But he will, without question, remove the curse from our friend here, because he doesn't have misgivings or he's not uppity about other races.
We have literally never met this guy, and we know he's going to do this.
Well, that's why he's coming here.
I could decurse your slave, but
But what?
Yeah.
it has its perks.
No, it really has zero. It has no perks.
I would lose any control over who I choose to kill.
And honestly, this guy he's
Out of the
He's
three of
pretty
us,
savage.
out of the four of us, judging, you on face value, he's probably the nicest out of all of us. No, definitely the nicest out of all of us. 100% accurate statement there.
I said some mean things about Joe when I was in his body.
Well,
I regret.
that's totally reasonable.
you haven't said anything about me that I didn't say in my own body. He just found out he was good today.
I did.
He had a breakthrough.
Yeah. He didn't. Anyway, it's it's been an experience.
Indeed.
All right.
We could be allies.
Or lovers.
It's 2018.
Is it?
I do not foresee myself being friends with a human again.
Ooh, again.
Oh.
Ooh.
You're burned?
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that going to be the cliffhanger?
No.
What was her name?
Who hurt you?
Tell us everything. You want to try
We all
camel?
sit like this.
You want some jerky? We're really low on food.
And water.
Can you make good berries?
No, he cannot make good berries.
I bet this what's her face? What's his Jim can?
Sure. John.
Oh, Jim, why can't you get here sooner?
So yeah, it's probably going to take them a couple days to get here. So you guys can decide for next time what you guys do in the meantime. If you guys just hang out and wait, or if you want to finish exploration, or
I think we should just.
I'm done with it.
I think we should just. I mean, I feel like we've gotten a very vital clue in the temple and gone through the main quest of the temple.
Yeah.
And I'm not really interested in proceeding with any more side quests. If I have to face 5 more mummies
Yeah.
later on down the road, I'm okay with pushing off that suck.
I am perfectly okay with telling you guys you got the important story elements out of this thing.
Okay, yeah. Then
The rest of it is either foreshadowing way down the road or just
We're not gonna remember
side
anyway.
side
Yeah, we
stuff.
don't get this stuff.
That stuff's right over our heads.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you guys will already miss most of the foreshadowing that's done in this place. So.
Uh-huh.
You say that fiery room of snaky death.
Oh, God.
All of the places that we immediately torched.
What a shit show that was, man. Oh
Is
my
it still
God.
burning?